baby, welcome Killa fam. I've got Kicker, aka Mikhail, here with me, and he is about to walk me, your man, through the Killacub building experience. I'm so excited that I get this like literal peek behind the curtain. Mikhail, I cannot thank you enough for this. I'm so excited. I just want to let you do that. I want to see it because I'm looking at a beautiful dashboard. I'm seeing a Pepe hoodie. You know I'm excited. Talk me through what I'm going to experience in just a few, days or weeks here.
Yes. Thank you for having me. And, let's just jump straight into it. You got your cubs. So once you log into the builder, you'll see all the cubs that have been incubated for the 8 weeks. They will pop up here. As you can see, I've built some already. I'm in a test builder, so I have all the traits. But some alpha is that everyone will come with a test cub. Test cub will have all traits, all of them. You can't save it, but you can build it and share it. So maybe you wanted to try on a hat or something before you go buy it, or you just want to play around with it and share some cool cubs that you think other people might like to build. So we do have that. So that is exciting. But as far as the builder, I can pop in here. Here's one I built. So there are traits that you own, obviously, and there are also traits that is available for everyone. So your cub will come with a few basic traits, but we want to give this experience to everyone. So there will be some few traits that anyone can use however many times they want. So we got a couple of new fur, like yellow, blue, green. You don't have to buy them. You don't have to do anything. The little infinity icon here will show you sick. That that there's as many as you want out there. Then you have your own traits. And as I said, I'm on a test builder, so I own everything here. You see a number 1, which means that I have one of these red fur in my wallet, so I can use that. Then we obviously have the bottom menu here that shows you the basics. We have backgrounds, furs, the 101s. I got 2 of them here.
I want one.
If you wanted to build that one, we can. And here's the cool thing. So let's say you accidentally click on the 101 and you lost your progress on your other one. Don't worry. We got the undo button. We also got redo if you want to.
You knew I was that guy. You knew that.
And you can go back as many times.
That is going to struggle.
I do it. I did that all the time before, and I was like, we need to have it. Because I was like, I lost this progress because it changed my traits. Because, as you know, not all traits would work with, they can't all work together. So there are obviously some hairs that won't work. But I thought that, for example, this hairstyle actually works with the astronaut. So we actually kept that. So you can actually have a mohawk with your astro helmet. But obviously the clown wig doesn't fit. So you'll see here that it has a little warning sign. That means that this trait does not fit with what you have here. You can still click it. It will just remove your helmet because it didn't work with this hairstyle. So if you accidentally do it and want to go back, you can just use the undo button. And you can see how they update down here, that if I have this on, now obviously any hairstyle is no problem. But if I want to go back to my helmet, you'll see that they come back out. So there's only a couple of hairstyle that will work. We have this new little cool mohawk. I thought this one worked too. So we made sure that, even there were so many combos that actually did work together that in theory we thought wouldn't. So we've gone through every single one to make sure, will this one work with this one? Will this one work with that one? And after launch, we will also set up a Discord channel or something similar to where if you're noticing any issues or if you see a combo that you would say, I think these two would work, but it's not letting me do that, you can put it in there and we can go check on it. We can't promise that all traits work together because in the end, we want the collection to look good. So we don't want anything that looks weird. So obviously, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. There's nothing we can do about it. But the cool thing is that there's so many combos that we thought wouldn't work together that actually works together. So that's a bonus.
I do love that unintended beauty, right? You're never sure, you don't know, and then these beautiful things happen. So I'm in awe, man. I'm in awe.
Yeah. So let me just remove this helmet so we can actually see its face, and then go back because, as I mentioned, there's eyelids are now for everyone. You don't have to own the trait. You don't have to pay for it. Nothing. If you want to close your eyes or close your eyes with eyelashes or not, or if you want to just have the bottom eyelids down, you can do so as many times. It doesn't cost you anything. So that's for everyone. Same with eyebrows. If you want to make your cub angry, it's not a trait you have to buy or anything. It's for everyone. Mouths. There's a couple of mouths from the OG collection that we transferred that is available for everyone, just so everyone has some choices to do.
I love that. I love that no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what, you've got options. Even if you're a small bag holder like myself, where I don't have a ton of traits, I'm going to get some from the incubation, but I'm going to have fun options just because you guys preloaded stuff that is consistent with the OG collection, mind you, really is a very nice touch.
Yeah. So, we got a couple of new pacifiers out there. Some are, unlimited for people to use, and some will come later. And then we have hairstyles. Obviously, as you saw, I put this cool, I think this one's called the Black Mohawk, if I'm not mistaken. And then maybe I want a clown wig, or, we got a couple of new, cool, colorful hairstyles. We got even some golds. We got the carrot top, so we got a lot of fun stuff to play with.
So many fun options. I am particular myself to the varietals of Mohawk. I do like that, so I think I'm a sucker for the different Mohawks, including that new one. I think you have very cool Mohawk opportunities. I do like that they work with helmets. I don't think I'm going to be the only one that likes that, by the way.
Yeah. So special heads that we had the ski mask. Obviously, hairstyles won't work with ski mask. And this is something you see here that doesn't really work yet, was that this didn't show me that it wasn't compatible with this, but it will be there once it's live. But, if I want to put a ski mask on there, you might see this little thing here called Lift Ski Mask. So this is a new feature where you can lift any one of your ski masks. So if you want to lift your ski mask and actually just see a more part of the face, because you had, let's say you have a cheetah fur. Let's put on a cheetah fur here, which is like, you don't want to cover up your cheetah fur too much, right? So, and I want the black ski mask, but I want to lift it up. I want to actually see more of it. So you have that option now, as well as eyes. Obviously, as you can see, I can put eyes on there, and I can also
the eyelids. The eyelids even match the fur. Damn.
So we got eyelids and on ski mask now, because before it was all one set of eyes that was hollow. So now you have all that. We still have the hollows will still be in there, but now you can put eyes on there too. So you can actually do even more cooler stuff with your ski mask than you could before in your OG, which is cool. But as you can see here, for example, so ski mask obviously will work with the puffer jacket, but it won't really work with with a hoodie. Because you need the ears. So, that will take away your ski mask. But, there's other masks that do work, let's see here. We got, we got the demon masks, which always work. We got the new wrestling masks, are cool. So there's still so many combos that work together.
I do love the wrestling masks a lot. I think those are super fun.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to remove this mask for now. Boom. We have our weapons that are coming in from our bits. We got the weapon, the claws. We got the tentacles, which are dope. And then we also have some new weapons that came through the burn market, I believe. There will be a couple more items here that are visible here, but that are in, like balloons and things. We have our pets too that you can put in if you want to. from your bits. And yeah, I mean, as you can see, there's billions
so much in
possibilities.
There are
probably.
so many options. It's obscene. I'm in love with it because of the amount of customization. Oh, I love all the different weapons. I can't even remember. I know I have a sword. I saw one that looks like from my childhood, the Thundercats Sword of Omens, and I feel like I need it. It's just, you're bringing back nostalgia from all the different things of my life into my Killacub experience.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be so many cool cubs I built. Some I just like, I need this weapon on. I don't own it. Now I have to go buy it. So I've been stacking up some ideas of what I need to purchase myself once we're live. Because obviously I haven't had time to even think about it, but I've been putting notes as I've been playing with the.
I love that because you're not just
the builder.
Right, you're not just the creative direction, you're a legit fan as well. I would be remiss if I didn't ask, what does Clone OG mean? I see Clone OG down there. What does that mean?
So the Clone OG, for those who don't know, Killacubs is a collection of 8,888 cubs. And it's basically our, technically, third collection because we had the bits. But they come from our OG Killabears, which we had 3,333 of. So every OG got one Killacub, and the rest were minted a couple of months ago. But since you own an OG and you got a cub, after the incubation period, you can choose to clone your OG to be a cub. Because if you want your cub to look like your OG, you have that ability to do that. And the cool thing here is that the OG you hold in your wallet will basically not be able to be built by anyone else. And something that you don't see in this demo that, for example, let's say I'm building this cub right here. And then I say, I don't want the Omni Claw, I want this Omni Sword. If someone has this exact combo already built, there will be a pop-up coming up here that says, you cannot mint this one because it's already built.
That's the sword I was talking about too, by the way.
Yeah.
I love that.
Then you would have to be like, you maybe want to reconsider to rebuild it a little more or change out, maybe put on some sunglasses. I mean, it's up to you, but it will warn you that this can't be built because someone built it.
Right, and you can't save it. It won't let you. Yeah. It won't even let you. So like OGs have all their cub clones protected essentially.
Yes.
From
and it's linked to the wallet who owns it. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So basically, only you can build your OGs because you have those OGs in the wallets and they are protected. Because, there's some people who've used their bears for IPs and they might want their cubs to be just, a clone. So we wanted that option for people to do that. And also as we have the toys coming, and the toys are actually 4 OG bears that are from 4 holders out there. And they've been pushing their bears to be IPs, and there are IPs because it's going to be toys. And they actually want to clone their bears into cubs. So we have that option in there. So that will be, for those who want to clone their OG, they have that availability, and they don't have to feel rushed or anything like, I have to build it immediately. Because as you can see, secure. There's a lot, right? And there's a lot. Right. So we want people to take their time. We don't want people to rush through this. I feel like there's so many combinations. You don't really have to be worried that someone's going to build your exact cub. Because if you think about it, this has so many more traits than any other collection out there that are even bigger than this, that are 20,000 collection. This is only 8,888, and you have so many options to choose from. I don't feel like anyone has to be stressed to build one.
I think it's cool that, like, from a customer service perspective, you guys put that in to make sure the OGs never have to worry about their cub not being their first right of refusal, essentially. They get that first right to do that. It's locked to that wallet. I think that's amazing. So tell me, can we build one or two? What do you think? Could we I love that sword. That's my Sword of Omens, but bring me back and let's build a few. And if any silly questions come to mind, I'll just hit you with it.
Yeah, I'll start with, we'll start with a plain one that I've already built. So let's just start from here. I'll just remove.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Let's do the test cub. So this is all clean. This is a beginning. Yeah. So this is something that maybe someone
starting
got
from scratch
from the incubation. So here we go. So I think we should build something that feels very green. How about that?
I love it.
Because I know you like Pepe, right?
Oh, you know I do. You know I do, Mikhail. People know now. People know that I had a set of. They started calling me a turbo degen. I take it as a term of endearment. I take it as positivity.
So I don't have a green gummy, but I do have I have a little like lime greenish cup we can go off.
There's so many cool. Oh my god, the drip even is dope. The Skelly is so cool. There's too many.
There's. I mean,
do a Skelly.
The Bone Brigade.
Do a Skelly.
Okay, let's do that one.
I'm in Dead Bird Society, so it feels right. It feels right.
Yeah. And then let's choose a couple of eyes. What do we want him to do? Do we want to?
Oh, what's that hollow one look like in there? It's hollow with the
hollow is pretty good, especially if we would change mouth. Let's make it a little more.
The aesthetic.
Let's make it a little more evil.
Yes.
There we go. Here we go.
Ooh.
All right. Let's make it evil. Do we want to throw some eyelids on there? Make it a little more like, I don't know. He doesn't look as just open-eyed. He looks less evil. He's
sleepy now.
But now he's evil sleepy, right? Yeah. Sleepy lady. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Now all of a sudden he looks like a grandfather, and I love that.
Yeah. And you can never go wrong with a red mohawk. So
never.
I'm a mohawk fan. So let's actually you were saying Pepe, so let's do green. Let's keep it green.
That's our A. Well, it's just because I love the Pepe. We know that.
Yeah.
See, this is going to be tough though because some of the masks are so cool.
So let's do another one. I say let's start off a clean green, but let's do something different. Let's do something. I always like some sort of like purple. That's too.
I also like some purple in my life.
Yeah, let's do a little purple.
That's it.
And then what about something that obviously we have these, but which are dope. But I do want to build.
Very cool. I like the tiger.
Let's do the tiger. Tiger's dope. All right, 101. We're not gonna do a 101.
We're gonna marry this cup.
I feel like something with. We're gonna keep this like cool. Let's do button eyes. Why not? I feel like we do bottom lids. We're gonna make this one just a little more.
I'm watching the creative process happen from a master.
Let's see.
We might need a grill though. I don't know.
That's true. Which one? Gold? Gummy?
I think diamond this time. I think diamond.
Diamond. Let's do diamond.
It's diamond.
We're gonna put a hat on this guy. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Let's put a hat on. I mean, I love myself the little bucket hat. Got a little captain. Let's see, what else do we got? I mean, you can never go wrong with Beanie Gang.
Shout out for the Beanie Bear Mono. Shout out.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a sucker for prop hat too.
A straight up prop.
Oh, and
I like that.
Tiger. All right. So we got this. I like this.
Ooh.
Let's now do let's see, clothing here. Let's do the matching jacket for it.
Oh, that's gonna look sick.
Just because, there we go. Boom. I mean, it's already starting pretty clean.
Space Traveler.
Let's see if we have gold socks. Why not? Boom. All right, clean. And this one, I think we don't need a weapon on. We can keep it clean. I feel like,
I actually you can always like as much as I love the weapon. You can always throw a sword. You could throw a hatchet. You could throw a pick.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
But I feel like
Ooh, wait a minute though. The tentacles were cool though. I take back what I said.
that's the thing. Like they're cool, but I also feel like it kind of takes away from this one. This one is like one of those
does.
like you keep it clean.
It was.
And
but
it works.
Why I thought it was so cool is like I agree. We got to keep it clean. This is a finished piece right there. But the tentacles made me think of like I'm in my home office where I'm sitting in front of my 500 comic book collection that I have, and I literally saw that cub in like a fight scene in space. You know what I mean? Like it just all started happening in panels. Yeah. I think that's very cool. But I think we're right. We got to go first instinct. I think no weapon for this beautiful cub.
Yeah. And I mean, if you feel like it and you had the money to do it, you'll build two of them, one with tentacles and one with not. Maybe you have your full action hero that, you know, has weapons that can come out and can actually be retracted. And then you own both, right? So
you just planted a seed of an idea that like you could tell a much longer story with your cub that you own, that you could put into your own cartoon with. You made me think of like a 007 version of my cub that has different stories with the different things. Oh my God. Again, that was unintended fun that came out of this conversation, but it really speaks to the depth of opportunity here to play, to just literally play. I'm being very like direct and blunt that it's just a fun experience to iterate. You could save at this point and it would go to the dashboard. And then I can rethink it the next day. I could rethink it again the next day before I even finalize.
Exactly. So now you're going to be in your cub builder and it will generate the PFP any second. Boom. And, you know, in a minute or so, that PFP will update. So if you're happy with this one, then there will be, as I mentioned before, a new menu up here that's going to say finalize. When you click on it, you can select as many cubs as you want and finalize them all in one transaction. What you see here is from all my linked wallets in the portal. So I have my vault and my wallet. So they will show cubs from both of them. So you don't have to disconnect and connect. So they will show both
that's sweet.
But when you finalize, you can only finalize per wallet. So let's say I had 4 cubs in my vault and 4 cubs in my other wallet, and I want to finalize them all. I am going to have to finalize those in 2 steps because they are on 2 separate wallets.
For the blockchain, it's got to go to 2 places.
But building them, you'll see everything in one place. So if you use our portal, our backend, where you'll be able to do all these, you know, fun generated images for Twitter and stuff, you can link your wallets there. So, you know, because a lot of people have vaults and, you know, maybe a Degen wallet and, you know, regular wallet. So you can link all of them and all these cubs show up. So you don't have to like disconnect and connect. You'll see them all here.
You guys really do think of everything. It's kind of crazy in terms of the user experience. You know, I think that we just built a couple cubs. We've had fun talking through it. I really cannot wait to see everyone's experience because I already know they're going to be as hyped as I am. But what I can't know yet is the outputs, and that's what's so exciting. What's so interesting and fun. If you're even a casual fan of the Killaverse, you would have heard some of the excitement around what's happened the last 6 months leading into Killacubs, right? And if you're a new person that hasn't yet entered, what a fun way, because did I hear you correctly? Now you'd still need to own one to play with Test Cub, right? You need to own something to be able to go in there and play with Test Cub. But just one, and then you can do all these things, right?
Yeah. I mean, we even talked about just letting it be open for anyone to bring anyone into the Killaverse. Just for the testing.
Interesting.
Can't be saved. It's not in your wallet.
No, but Test Cub is fun. Test Cub's fun, and you get to practice the aesthetic.
Let's have your kids play with it, or, you know, why not?
What a cool thing for a new person
if it's
who doesn't know.
And I'm a true believer in test before you buy, because in the end, we want users who's going to be here for the long term run. So I don't want to go out and sell everyone like, oh, just go buy a Killabear, and then they buy it and like, oh, I didn't like it, and then, you know, I felt like I almost lied to them, right? I'd rather like, hey, play with this. I want you in the Killaverse, but here, play with it, and then you can join, you know, by yourself. I don't have to convince you.
Exactly. They get to touch it.
To be on,
they get to feel it.
Yeah, and that's something I felt like, with the Pudgy toys that they released, where you could go back, and I think you could build your penguin, I think, online with their traits and things that you got from your little boxes, and that was so cool because let's say people who are not in Web3, they bought one of those penguins and they came home and they were able to play with some traits and stuff. Now they're going to be like, oh, this is so cool. So the chances of them jumping into the Pudgy Penguin world will be so much greater. And, so it will be similar here to like, let them play with it. Let them, we don't want to just have everyone join without, having a little piece of the experience.
No, like we live in a world of Google reviews and Amazon reviews, and you're willing to let people get in, peek under the hood, play with it. The funniest part is they're going to fall in love with a cub, and then the journey begins, right? Then they come into the Discord, then maybe they make a friend like I did. That, I'll be honest, my friends are the reason I'm in Killabears, because I met them before I met y'all. They brought me in, and then they taught me a lot of stuff. Then you guys did too. The 5-part Twitter series was really helpful. And I've liked your websites the whole time. Just the user experience was so damn clean. Now, that to me is like a true onboarding opportunity. I'm not putting that on you. I'm not putting that weight on you or anything like that. But I know you've shared that that's part of the goals. So I cannot thank you enough for putting it together that way. Go ahead.
Yeah. And I think that it's important that, new users are here for the long term, in my opinion, because it's better if they join with already knowing what they want. And something we're working on is to simplify everything, right? That's like, with the Cubs, we've had so much, we've grown so fast, so quickly. Things can get lost in translations, or like there's, for new people, they can feel like, oh, it's so much to take in. What's really important for us now is to make sure that it's easy. When you join the Killaverse, it's easy. You'll understand. So, and that's one thing with this builder, right? Like, let you try it before. Let's see if you like it, and then play around with it. And then once you like it, then you start learning more about the Killaverse. And then, as I mentioned, we're trying to simplify everything from now on. Obviously, Cubs has been taking a lot of our energy and time because it's just been a lot. Cubs were planned before we even released Killabears. Which was over a year ago. They were planned. We had prototypes of how we wanted to work. But for the past years, we've been, as we've been building the Killaverse, we've been working on the Cubs. But the past couple of months has been all in on Cubs. So once we get out of the Cubs, I feel like we can start, simplifying things around there. So new people that come in feel like, it's easy breezy, easy to understand. It's fun. It's more of a game, and
it's expanding.
How we do it. We like
that's the real truth is the Killacubs. I didn't know that, so I'm glad. I appreciate you sharing that, because I didn't know that they were a part of the entire thing. I thought it was cool. I just didn't know that you had that from the beginning. And the real truth is, just by numbers, 8888 is more than 3333. More people. There are more holders now because of the OEs and the Cubs. What you guys did over the past, I guess, 6-ish months from OEs into Cubs was so cool, because it brought a lot of new people in. The testing of the Cub building experience, I kind of think there's a real opportunity for that to be where the next group of holders come from, even if they don't convert quickly, even if they're just like learning, playing, enjoying, making one, sharing it on Twitter.
Yeah.
You don't, that's what you're saying, right? You're saying
watching
like, what a fun thing
of like the trades. Yeah.
Yes. Seeing what happens, it's just so cool. There's like, it's a two-way street in that you could play it to sell, you could play it to collect. You can also play other sub games within the games with around the traits, around the weapons, around the bits even. It's a very robust ecosystem that I'm excited to keep talking to my friends about, to keep game planning what we're going to do, where we're going to go, and what that's going to be. What would you say, is there anything like a final thought you have about the experience that you just kind of walked me through? Because I'm already anxious in the best of ways to really start working through my stuff. We know I'm going to do Pepe Hoodie, but now I want to like show off and like see if I can make something that my friends are into. Anything you want to leave me or any other Killafam members with?
Yeah, I mean, I think I touched on this before. The interesting part here, as we go into, people want to make IPs of their NFTs because they own it, right? Now you can create your IP. You don't have to just buy a already existing IP, right? Because when you're buying something that already has traits on it, you're just buying something and you're trying to make it work. Now you can build your IP. So build the things you want, or build the things you just want to collect, or just because it looks good. But here's an opportunity for you to build your own IP for future as well.
I think that's incredible and a great note to leave people with. I'd call that like a seed you might have just planted in a lot of people's minds, Mikhail. Can't thank you enough for this. I'm really stoked to see how everybody else experiences it too.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Craig.
Thank you.